In this video, we will review how to set form controls. To add a control to a form, open the form in Design View. For this particular example, we need to replace the Album ID text box with an Album ID combo box so that users can be given a choice of albums that have already been added to the album table. This will prevent data entry errors. Right-click the control and click Delete to remove it. Click the More button on the Controls group. Make sure Use Control Wizards is active, and then click on the desired control. Click one time in the form to insert the control. You can adjust it later. We do want these values to come from the album table, so we click Next. We only need the album ID and the title. The album ID will be written back to the album ID foreign key in the song table, but the user will see the title, which will be more useful to them than the album ID itself. You can sort it if necessary. And then notice that the key column is hidden, which is fine because the user don't know what the album IDs are anyway. Click Next, and we will store that album ID in the album ID field. Click Next, give it a name if necessary, and then click Finish. And for this particular example, we do not need the label that was inserted, so we can simply delete that. Now, if you click on the control, go ahead and display the property sheet for it and give it a meaningful name. And then press Enter after you enter the name. Notice the control source property. The control source for this one is correct because we went through the wizard, but if it was not, you could adjust that. And there are various other properties that you can adjust as well, such as the back color. We could change that if we wanted to. Just make sure you review all of these different properties. To reposition a control, move to the border of it, get the four-headed arrow, and then drag it to the appropriate location. And for this particular example, we probably need to make this a little bit wider also, so that the song, or excuse me, the album titles will display. And then lastly, we want to take a look at managing labels. You can see here you can just resize them if necessary. Need to resize the title and move it. Now you can simply draw a box around the label controls to select them. Right-click them, click on Properties, and then you can change various properties. The fore color needs to be black so that the contrast is better, so that we can see it. You can also make adjustments on the Home tab. You can see that you can change the alignment, such as make it center alignment. You could also make the labels bold. Okay, so just review all of these properties and remember that you've got some quick formatting controls on the Home tab. Look at the form in Form View to make sure that it is correct. And then make sure you save your changes.